Hello, I'm Jesse Summer. Today we're going to be forging an everyday carry full tang knife. We've got a piece of steel cut and we've gone ahead and normalized it 3 times. So it should be good for us to start working on it. So we'll roll right into it. Alright, so we've got our steel hot. So we're going to come over and start squaring it off. And then we're going to forge in a pretty blunt taper right here. Well, actually, we're going to cut a little bit of that material off because it's very uneven. So we'll go ahead and stick our hardy tool in there, and then we'll cut that material off and keep working. Alright, I'm just going to come over and try and cut this off a little bit more evenly. And we're just gonna work it around evenly so it's nice and centered, just like that. And then we're going to hit this with the file just so we don't get any cold shuts in there. Alright guys, before we move any further, I want to take a minute and point out that I got this package in the mail today, and this is actually something really cool that will be the next video. This knife is actually going to be a part of that. So if you want to find out what that is, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can stay tuned and see what I have in store. Alright, now that we got that material cut off, we're just going to keep flattening, like squaring this off. Now that we got this part squared off, we're going to forge a taper, very blunt taper on here. Alright guys, so right now we've got that taper nice and set in. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start flattening this knife out. So I want to be able to get this as wide as possible. So I'm just going to be flattening it a little bit with the flat side of the hammer, and then I'm going to go and use the cross peen to try and spread that material out on the sides. Alright guys, so now we're just going to start flattening out the area where the tang is going to be. Yeah, so we're just gonna get this started to be flattened out. We're not gonna take it all the way down to the final dimensions, but we'll just get it to the general thickness. Alright guys, so it might not be the prettiest thing in the world right now, but I think we're establishing a good base to work off of. We're still just flattening this out. It's starting to look a little bit like a knife. Alright guys, so right now we're at a point where we've got the blade down to a decent thickness to work off of. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come in right about here and use the horn and establish the separation between where the blade and the handle will be. Alright, so now we're just cutting off our excess handle material because we just don't need all of this. one of these days I'm gonna cut exactly the right size piece of stock. But until then, I keep using way too much. That's what we have right now. Alright guys, so now it's time to get some bevels forged in. So what we're going to do first is bend this whole blade downwards, because then whenever we forge in the bevels, it's going to bring it all back up and be nice and straight. So I know that looks kind of weird, but then whenever we come along here, it's going to push that material, so this goes back up, and then we won't have to worry about it going up that way too much and then trying to bend it back down and getting any twists in it. It should just work out pretty well on its own. Alright guys, we got a nice heat on here. We're going to come on over here and just start forging those bevels in. Now this is going to take a couple heats, but you can already see it starting to bend back up. Alright, so now we need to come on over to the other side and start getting those bevels worked in. That's starting to look pretty good. Alright guys, now that we've got those bevels about where we want them, we're just going to go ahead and clean the profile up a little bit. Still got a little bit more to go. Alright guys, I don't know if you can see it or not, but right there, there's a pretty good gouge in the steel that I can't get it out forging it because the material is already so thin, and that's quite deep. So I don't know what we're going to do. There's a chance we'll be able to get it out while grinding, but I don't think we will, so we're just going to have to live with that. It's pretty annoying. But it's still cool. Alright guys, so we got the blade all forged out. It's pretty nice. I'm still a little bit upset about those little gouges that are in there. I don't think we're going to be able to grind them out, but I think it'll still look really good if we do a forged scale finish on here, like once we get it ground, and then whenever we heat treat it, we'll just keep it black like that. I think that'll look really good. We're going to do a red oak handle. So thanks for watching today's video. Make sure you stay tuned to see what I have in store for this, and yeah, please be sure to subscribe.